What's up guys? Today I've got my hands on a brand new powerful full Android TV box. So this is the Formuler Z10 Pro Max. That's right, TV boxes are also now being called Pro Max. So let's just jump straight to the specs. So this box is powered by the Realtek RTD1319 quad-core chip along with the Mali G31. You've got 4 gigs of LPDDR4 RAM with 32GB of eMMC storage. You've got dual band Wi-Fi AC with dual antennas built in. You've got Bluetooth version 5, a gigabit LAN, full Android version 10. This supports HDMI version 2.1 and it does have Widevine Level 1 certification. Supports 4K at 60 FPS along with HDR10 Plus, HLG, and you've got the AV1 codec. So let's have a quick look at what you get inside the box. So we have a user manual, a 12-volt power supply, HDMI cable, an infrared extension cable, and this box already has an infrared built in. Now if you were going to mount this box behind the TV, then the optional infrared cable for the remote control is there if you need it. Now we're also getting a standard infrared remote control, so this is not Bluetooth, it's a standard infrared remote, but the batteries are included and it's powered by 2 AA batteries, and this remote control is also able to control some TV functions, and the instructions are on the back. And last but not least, the TV box itself. So the box has a very interesting design, made completely from plastic. Formular logo is engraved. On the front we've got nothing, just a power indicator on the side. If we keep going, you've got a USB 2 port. On the back we've got our infrared extension port, micro SD slot, USB 3 port, a gigabit LAN. You've got your HDMI 2.1 power socket, and on this side there is nothing. And that brings us back to the front, and this is what the bottom of the box looks like. So Formuler TV boxes are known for their software, their My TV online software. So if you've already got an Internet TV package, you can log in and you can enjoy your existing services in a very user-friendly way. So without any further ado, I am going to get this all set up and we are going to find out exactly what this TV box is all about. I'll be right back. Now after completing the initial setup, connecting to Wi-Fi, etc., I was presented with 2 firmware updates straight away, and you can see the changelog provided. So this is quite common from this brand. You can expect regular firmware updates. And after completing all the firmware updates, my second cold boot took 21 seconds to load up the home screen. And here is the home screen, guys. This is Android 10, a custom launcher by Formula. Almost feels like Android TV OS but without the advertisements. So we have local time at the top right. First row of icons are your apps, which can be rearranged by keeping the OK button pressed on the remote, and the app order can be also adjusted accordingly. The next row we have some shortcuts for some useful features, starting off with hotkeys, which lets you customize the colors on the remote. So red button can open up any app you like, and I have that set to YouTube. Green button will have set to the Play Store, yellow can be media browser, and blue I will set to My TV Online 2. So you can basically customize these buttons anytime you like. You then have software update, power mode, which lets you alter the power key behavior. We've got system information, so firmware version, etc., and shortcut for network storage, so you can add a server to share files. So clean layout and some interesting features you've seen already. At the bottom we have shortcuts to settings, Wi-Fi connection info with current speed, which is a nice touch, shortcuts to Bluetooth, launcher settings, which lets you customize things like app groups, parental controls, startup apps, customized channels, and lots more. And finally, power lets you choose one of 3 options. Again, everything is neat and conveniently arranged, and I'm already liking this remote control. It's so responsive and easy to use. Now if we head over to the main system settings, go to device preferences and check out the system storage info, you will see that this box has 32 gigs of internal storage, from which you have 28 gigs free to use. And if we have a quick look in about, you will see that this box is running Android version 10. That's full Android version 10. If we quickly go over some of the features, so under display settings we have screen resolution, screen position, image settings, and HDR output mode.
Under HDMI CEC, you have options for HDMI control, and if you activate it, other options become available, like turn TV off with the TV box sleeps, turn TV on as the TV box wakes, and so on and so forth. And you can auto change the language. So you can basically see all available apps on the home screen. If you download any more apps, they will appear here. So we have YouTube, Miracast, we've got File Manager, and the Android TV version of the Google Play Store. So slightly limited version of the App Store, giving you Android TV compatible games and apps. But that's not all, we also have a third-party App Store included, giving you more choice of apps and games to download for free. So most apps that might not be available in the Play Store due to compatibility issues, you're certainly going to find in the third-party App Store. Now, the first app I usually test is Miracast, which is screen mirroring for your Android smartphones. And I tested this with quite a few smartphones, and unfortunately I just could not get it to work. So even though you do have a native Miracast app included, I just could not get it to work. So no screen mirroring for Android phones. So now I'm going to play some 4K video samples from a USB drive, and I'll be doing this with the Kodi media player, which I actually downloaded myself. So beginning with the high bitrate Jellyfish demo, 160 megabits per second is playing smooth with no issues. But thereafter I tested the 180 megabits per second video file, which also played fine. But the 400 megabits per second file refused to play and stayed on a black screen. So that's what you can expect in terms of high bitrate 4K video files. Now I will be testing a whole bunch of 4K 60 with HDR. So that was our 4K video from USB. Now let's move on to the 4K YouTube streaming test.
That's something to be welcomed. Stephen.
I did what I had to do to protect our world.
Now Netflix was not available from the Play Store, so I downloaded it from the third-party App Store, and it was limited to SD quality streaming, so no HD or 4K available on Netflix.
You ready, Bug? You scared me!
But saying that, it was nice to see that Disney Plus actually supported HD streaming. And I nearly forgot about Amazon Prime Video. As you can see, we are getting HD streaming with Prime Video as well. Now let's have a quick look at the My TV Online 2 software. Now this allows you to log into your existing Internet TV software and gives you a very user-friendly interface with EPG guide, timers and lots more. It's probably the most user-friendly setup I have seen to date. If you're wondering why this box price is high, well, this is it, people. It has very good software to manage and watch your online TV content. Alright, so quick gaming test, playing some basic games using the remote control. So for you advanced users, DRM info shows Google Widevine Level 1, and here is CPU Z, but you can check out the clock speeds. You can see we are running the Mali G31. This box is running Android 10 and does not come rooted as standard. Results for the internal disk speeds. So we achieved 147 read and write speeds of 109 megabytes per second. Jumping straight to our benchmark results. So in the Antutu benchmark test, we achieved 75K. So let's see how that compares with the others. So here is my top Android TV box ranking chart for 2022. The ranking is based on Antutu benchmark performance scores, so higher benchmarks equals higher ranking, but the higher benchmarks does not necessarily mean that the box is good. Therefore, I have still added a color-coded rating system so you can see exactly how each box ranks from a rating out of 5. So as you can see, the new Formuler Z10 Pro Max has taken position 16 on this chart with a benchmark score of 75k, and I've also given this box an overall rating of 4 out of 5. Now you can view the full versions of all my charts online at chigztech.com and read them at your leisure. So there you have it guys, that was the new Z10 Pro Max. And here are my thoughts. This TV box offers a pretty good streaming experience. It's powerful enough to handle 4K at 60 FPS, super smooth online streaming including HDR with no issues. 4K online streaming is capable from third-party apps like live TV software, and it's even supported with YouTube. And you can also play 4K videos and movies directly from a USB drive, and it even handled high bitrate and 4K HDR videos. But if we come back to the streaming side, due to lack of Netflix licensing, you're getting SD quality streaming max from Netflix, but Amazon Prime Video and Disney Plus and YouTube give you at least HD quality streaming, and YouTube does support 4K. Box is compact and simple in design, offers a decent performance and plenty of RAM and storage to begin with, and as a bonus you've got SD expansion. Games play pretty good, and the box is well supported by ongoing firmware updates. The My Online TV software is so convenient to use, and it's one of the best softwares I have used in its field, and I actually wonder how I survived without it so far. So bottom line, in this case, you get what you pay for. This is a pretty good overall package, with a few caveats that I've mentioned which you might be able to ignore. So let me know what you guys think. And I believe this is my first video back since getting COVID. I think I'm into day 5 of COVID. Absolute nightmare. Don't wish it on my worst enemy. So stay safe out there guys. COVID is a real threat and it's not going anywhere. Meanwhile, I hope you found it useful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.